Good morning, everybody. I'm having a third attempt to begin this live stream this morning. My computer wasn't playing nice, and now I have moved across to my phone so that we can get started with this, because there's always technology can put a halt to all of this. So this morning's topic is all about strengthening. I know Anna, who was it was crazy this morning. 3 times I tried. Anyway, this morning is all about strengthening your relationships with your clients, or deepening them. So I'm very excited to deliver some hints, tips, and strategies. Hey Kitty, I have missed you on these lives, and congratulations! I saw you win some award, or I don't know what it was, but you looked very glitz and glam and stunning in those photos that you had. Good morning, Rita, and I got your email today, so I'll get back to you later on after all of these lives. So great to have you on the call, guys. I really want to share some tips, strategies, things that I do, things that I didn't used to do but I do now to strengthen my relationship with my clients. But let me do my little shares here. We'll get stuck right into content, so that that the other groups that are getting these lives this morning also get to have them, and then we are going to get into my top 10 things. All right, so let me just do my little share in a group. So I decided last week, well, simply because we've been in a non-event period for the last month. We've done a lot more social media posts, a lot more lives, author-related lives especially. Good morning, yeah, Megan, third time lucky. But but I'm on my phone. For some reason, Chrome this morning wasn't playing on my computer. It's either I need to reset the computer or do something different. All right, so one more group to share this in, and we're ready to rock and roll. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys 10 different ways you can strengthen your relationship with your clients. Some of these you may already be doing, but some of them you may not be. Some are practical and things that you can create, and other some things are free. Well, most of the things actually in here that I've got on my list are free, and some cost a little bit of money to create or send out, and we'll go through that. And if you do anything yourself that is an awesome tip, and something that your clients have said, look, I really loved it when you did this, then please share it with us, or with me, because I love to see some other ideas of how I can further improve the quality of our customer experience and journey. So why is this so important? Is because it's not all about just getting to a sale point with our clients. It is about delivering a wonderful experience. The value lies in the experience, and of course nurturing the relationships, because if you do a great job and you are looking after your clients, you will be able to you will end up getting referral business from them and have those long-term relationships. In some cases, some of my clients have become very, very good friends, and people who have helped me out in other places and at other times. And you know, being a small business owner, as we know, can feel very lonely at sometimes. So sometimes, you know, having great relationships, I mean, you're not going to end up being friends with everybody. However, it can eventuate, and you know, that can become part of your lives. So I'm going to give you, in no particular order, some of the things that I do to strengthen and deepen relationships with my clients over a period of time. And I have to say, I mean, just from my own observation, I do see people remain in my life for years and years and years. And you know, and I sometimes see people who I used to know 8-9 years ago when I just started out, and definitely, you know, the clientele that, you know, was around 2 or 3 years ago, still we touch base, we catch up. So it's really powerful. So it's not necessarily essential that you build this amazing or huge million people following and all that kind of stuff. But if you nurture the right relationships with the people that benefit from your services, or that you have been able to service, then that could expand tenfold, and you can have a lot of good rep built around what you do. Okay, so the very first thing that I started out doing from, I think, less than the first, like pretty much within the first year of my business, is to set myself up a send out cards account. For those of you that don't know what send out cards are, it's an internet-based postcard appreciation system, if you like, whereby you can go into the system, you can create, obviously put all your contact people's details, addresses, and all that sort of stuff, and you can send out. There you go. Wendy and I have known each other for many, many years. I miss you, Wendy. I haven't seen you for so long. So send out cards is something that you can set up for yourself. They have, I think, payment plans that you can be on. I think I've been forever on this $30 a month payment plan. I certainly have used it and more than used it, because the busier we get, the more we use the system. And over the years, I have thought about different ways of when I would send my clients a postcard or a thank you card and all that kind of stuff. So in there, you can build awesome little campaigns. So say new author sign up, post retreat postcard, post group book launch postcard, post event postcard, a new welcome onboarding. So we have about 10 different cards that we have created, and we adjust and update and all that kind of stuff, and we send it out to our clients at appropriate times during their journey with us. Usually a lot of people who have come to my events, they know that I will send out like the card with our yay photo, with a group photo on there. And there you go. A kid is just saying, I have more than 10 cards since I became your client. My goodness. So that's just a testament, I guess, to the relationship and all of it. And I bet you're collecting them, right, Kitty? Because a lot of people say, look, Nat, I started a collection of them and I have them, So we send people out, so after they've finished their retreat, after so many different things or before, in there. And I have my virtual assistant manage this now. I used to manage it all myself. So this particular strategy, I got one for helping out at the November retreat. Yes, crew get cards as well. So my crew are generally my past clients, right? So of course I'm going to send them thank you cards for helping out because they're giving up their time and energy to do this. So I love using send out cards. It's been around for 9 years in my business. I send it out to my half day participants as well. So that's where my extra, I would say the most expensive thing that I do is to send all my half day participants a postcard with the yay photo from the day. Now, it might seem like, and they're not even yet my, big clients, if you like. But that's okay, because the relationship has just begun, right? And often I will get them sending me a photo on social media saying, oh my God, I got this from you today. Thank you so much. That was such a nice touch. Because they forget after the event, I always say it's going to come about 7 to 10 days after your event. I let them know. That's why I collect their postal address. So often people think it's a bit odd that I'm collecting postal addresses when they come in or just before the event. But I explain what I do. And I even show them, like, you're going to get this, actually, let me show you guys. I think I've got it nearby me of what one looks like. Because I have laminated a sheet, so I can kind of give them an idea that I'm not going to stalk them with all that. So I show them this little laminate, and I say, these are the yay photos. So these are postcards. These are some that have been returned to sender because maybe the address was wrong or whatever. And then I write the little note here. And then, of course, it's got their address. And the note that's in the font that it's written in is handwritten. And so it looks kind of personal. I don't put my branding on there. They know who I am. Actually, the branding probably is in like the banner in the photo and all that sort of stuff. And I put the city and the date across the top, and my VA gets them all organized from the lists. And we encourage our participants of our half-day workshops, because that's when it gets super busy, to give their addresses to us before the event. And we always say we have a nice little surprise memento or gift that we're going to send you afterwards. And about 70 to 80% of them do so, which means the registration process of when they arrive at the event is a lot shorter. So send out cards has been my kind of signature thing and touch point that I kind of just can't go past. It has to happen. That system has to go out. Occasionally cards get lost and someone might not get it, but the majority of time people do get it, and it's really nice because not much stuff actually comes in the snail mail, and for a small investment, you know, on your part, it can build a lot of goodwill. A lot of people will say to me, look, Nat, oh, you know, no wonder you're successful, like in a nicest way, when they get their postcards in the mail if they haven't sort of become a client. So that's one little touch point with new people, with people perhaps that you network with. You could do not just your clients. The other day we went and saw Ingram's Park, and the people who manage and run, that are employed here in Australia, in the print on demand company, and afterwards we pulled together a thank you postcard, nice to meet you, and a little gift that you can add a little gift, you guys, to it, to send a thank you to someone, so someone that you will be collaborating for a longer period of time. So that was really cool. And also what we did prior to that, when they helped us out in one place where they pushed something through faster for us, we also, the person who was responsible, we sent out a nice little thank you to her. And you know, this is all about being able to have amazing relationships, so people will bend over backwards to help you next time around, and so long as you're always you know, treating them with respect and showing gratitude. So I'm a big believer of that. So that's number one. I know I went into a little bit more detail of this one because I wanted to you know, make you aware of it. You know, I have nothing to do with send out cards. I'm still under someone else's account, you know, and but they are like an MLM company where people, you know, obviously run that as their own business. All right, number 2 on my list is automated emails. So automated emails for onboarding, automated emails for you know, post events, if you like, accountability. That's what I'm just trying to use. I'm just trying to think what all of our automated email sequences go through. When someone signs up to a half-day event, they get a sequence of 5 different emails before they come to the event, which add a ton of value and actually get the person ready and prepped in their mindset in terms of what to expect and what's coming up, and getting them super excited. So automated emails at different stages of the customer journey will improve and reduce the amount of questions you have to answer. So almost every stage of the customer journey, if you can predict, and in time, if you're new in your business, you might not be able to do it as intuitively, but in time, you will be able to predict what your customer is thinking, aware of the journey they're at. Good morning, Janine. So that you can respond and you can give them information before they've even asked for it. How cool is that? I know one of my authors, Jo, she's currently in publishing. She's so many times told me, are you reading my mind? Now the thing you did today, it's all about, you know, this stuff that I was thinking about. And you know what? That not only is awesome experience for the client, but it's a wonderful way for you to save yourself time, that you are able to intuitively feel what are the questions people have. And you know, people are generally at different stages of the journey they have with you. They will have different questions that they go through in their mind that you are going to answer for them as you go along, because you'll know how they're feeling. Like right now we're leading into the May retreat, and everyone is anxious, nervous, excited. I know what they're going through. They're freaking out, they're overwhelmed, all of that sort of stuff. At 1 month out, guess what? I send them a webinar, a recorded webinar, something that I send out 30 days before every retreat. And when they listen to it, they always message me, oh my God, that was so valuable to listen to. How did you know all of this stuff is happening in my life, and all that kind of stuff? And that webinar was actually recorded about 5 years ago, but every retreat, now that we're leading to the 25th, is going through the same stuff over and over again. We're not that dissimilar from one another. So automated emails can serve a wonderful purpose so that you don't have to do the work over and over yourself. please do look through your emails from time to time, every 6 to 12 months, refine them, update them, zhuzh them up, and all of that sort of stuff. What I use, software I use, now you're gonna ask me, Stuart does all of our CRM. I think we're on Constant Contact right now. We used to be on Sandpepper, which was Entreport, but there's so many of them out there. But I think it's Constant. We recently changed, and he tells me the name, and I always forget it because he does all of that. I might give them the content of the emails, but he'll plug it in and he'll automate it for us. All right, number 3, you guys. Oh my God, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get through all 10. I might maybe split actually this live across 2 Mondays, you guys. I don't want to sort of just fly through all of them because I've just now realized how much more depth of information I want to be sharing behind it. So we might do the 5 today, and we might do part 2 next Monday, if that's okay with you guys. Of course it's going to be okay if I said so. All right, cool. So with automation, make sure you're checking stuff. Number 3 is start your own secret group or community on Facebook. We have got the Ultimate 48-Hour Author Mastermind, where every single author that's been through our retreat for the last 6 years and moving forward is part of that group. Like after the live I do this morning, for the public and on my personal profile, I will do a secret live for 10 to 12 minutes where every Monday morning I come in and do a weekly Q&A, touch base, answer more questions. And you know what? It's not only great because I'm connecting live in the group and I'm giving them fresh new stuff every single week. I'm building up my frequently asked questions library, and I have got a document that my VA updates every single Brene is giving my clients a lot of value. Now new competition is giving my client. There you go. Yeah, Jen. So I'm building, and my VA has this Word document, and she every Monday will put the title of the topic so that it's easily searchable, and then she'll put the link. She will update that in our file section of the group. She will update that into my secret shareable group team Dropbox with all the authors because it appears in a couple of spots. And then of course I'll keep the freshest and newest live as an announcement at the top of the page, and I'll do that week after week. Now I'm up to about 30, I think. And when I look through that document, I go, oh my God, I've got the answers to every single question, because every week I get questions from my authors via Messenger, via emails and all that sort of stuff. And then I go, oh my, this is actually good. Every time I get a question, guess what? It's your ammunition to do a live stream, to record it, because I hate typing. You guys know, well, how do I teach people how to write books? Like, speak them out. Of course, organize your content, but definitely speak them out. Like this morning, I'm organized. I sat down here, I wrote my list of 10 things so I know which way, and it keeps me on track. And I'm not talking off the top of my head, and I'm delivering value every second, every moment of the time. So secret group and community is really important. Now, you might only have a handful of clients to start off with, and that's okay. Just start there. It'll build up, I used to even have 2 groups. I used to have my authors group, and then I had what I call the UBS Inner Circle. So Inner Circle was all clients who did various programs from the past. Like there might have been a licensee, a one-on-one client, a masterminding client, and not an author ever. But after having those 2 groups, it felt like just too much, two different places to post and be at. And as I was no longer doing the other programs for a number of years, I decided, I announced I was going to shut it down, and that we were going to just move all communication to the one group, just to keep it all focused, since I'm all about focusing on my one thing and going deep with that. Okay, so please set up that, get it going, and be regular in there. Add value that you normally don't speak about or add outside of that. And for us, it's strategy and tactics about book marketing, about questions they have about paper, color, black and white, stocks, embossing, like that kind of stuff is, yes, it would be valuable to maybe share some of that information in my, fan page or my author specific group. So I have got the secret group for my clients who are my paying clients. And then I've got a group called Author Your Way to Riches, which is where this live's also now broadcasting at the moment. And in Author Your Way to Riches is where I invite all of the half-day participants. So when we just flick back to where we talked about automated emails, as soon as someone books a half-day ticket, they get invited to join the Author Your Way to Riches community. Because even though they're not a full-blown client who's doing publishing or is doing the retreat program or the online portal or all that sort of stuff, there's still a warm lead and a person who's going to meet me soon at the workshops. So therefore, why not have them in that community for a period of time that they want to be a part of it, deliver value through valuable posts, also lives specifically designed for that particular group. And because people come back and say, oh my God, I've been watching your lives for so long. I love what you do. I just it wasn't the right time or whatever it is. But as long as we stay top of mind. So there's obviously strengthening of relationships with our clients when they're in our system, but it still has to continue on with those that are kind of just lurking on the outside, or perhaps they're yet to get to know us, and spend a little bit of time with us to see, are you the person that's going to help me with my problem, right? So really, really important. So think about the different types of communities and groups you can have. And then I've got the Ultimate Business Support Group, which is a more generic group for small business owners that I've had for the last 6 years. Now, for me, that group is about credibility, and it has grown to nearly 15,000 members, and I've had it for a long time. So it's something that I don't want to close down, because there is different value to that. Yes, it is overwhelming having lots of places to post on and to be active on. However, Facebook for me is my home core social media strategy. And the other day when we're setting up our calendar of what we're doing, basically we've split up things for different responsibilities for different places for different people. So my VA has got the responsibility to post in certain places, Stuart has certain places, and then I've got my own stuff. Mostly my own stuff is my personal profile, the lives obviously that I'm doing in places. Instagram, I'm doing a little bit more research and mucking around on the last few weeks. So we're splitting up the workload, and it's only taking about 15 to 20 minutes a day to get through all of the activities that we're doing on social media, which is really important because we're based at home, you guys. We're not out there. We don't have a bricks and mortar business. So maybe the travel time that I would normally spend going to an office or something like that, it can be utilized to maintain my social media presence and be there for the people and the followers. All right, so number 4, okay, is exactly what we're doing now, regular lives. And I already mentioned that one before. I'm very big on consistency. You got to turn up, you got to add value. And not only are you building an awesome library of resources, of questions, but so many times people will have a question for me, or if it's my own clients, or if it's not my own clients, and I'll say, I'll go to my YouTube because I've obviously organized the information to live where I know exactly how to find it. So that's super, super important. So you don't just lose stuff. But I'll find the topic. I will click on share link, and then I'll go watch this first, then ask me questions. And a lot of the time, follow-up questions don't come simply because I have answered it. They'll say, oh my God, that was awesome. Everything I wanted to ask was already there. So how do you get inside your customer's mind to answer all of the questions that are coming up for them along the journey, so that you also protect your time and are able to manage your business and bring out new things that are going to be more evolved from the way you did things before. So that was number 4. So lives, not only publicly, for the general public that anyone can access, but obviously lives within your secret communities that are specifically designed for them. And then spreading those across your other, so the public ones. So this one, for example, that we are on now, which is a public one that anyone can access, my virtual assistant after the call will download it off Facebook, will upload it to my YouTube channel, will extract the audio, will put it on the Anchor FM, which is a podcasting platform, like spread it out as if it's a podcast, and she will organize all of that so that it notifies my subscribers on YouTube and all of that sort of stuff, so people actually watch it. So the time that, like, you know, being live on the call will have only a certain amount of people. However, when I watch how many views this particular live has had across the different platforms, it's significant and it is massive, and it does carry a lot of weight, especially when people know it's coming every day. Like Kitty this morning, you know, she was part of these lives, you know, weekly, like for me, a long time, and then I haven't seen her for 2 or 3 months maybe, or longer. She might have had something to do on Monday mornings, but now she's come back this morning, and you know, she knows that kind of, oh, Nat's always doing this on a Monday thing. So it becomes something that people remember, and they make part of their routine if they like what you say and do. All right, guys, so the 5th one I'm going to finish off on, and then we're going to do the other 5 next week. So we're going to do part 1 and part 2, because I didn't realize I had so much to say on every one of these points, is regular events and catch-ups. So how, you know, I know you might not run events, but it's okay. You know, you can run a meetup for your community, for your clients, so easily. For me, it started off like smaller events. Then I started the Ultimate Business Support Group, which was 6 years ago. Then I would run monthly events every for the group. So let's take what we're doing online, offline. And nowadays, how I do this for my clients is that 3 times a year we host 2-day masterclasses that I allow my clients to come to, my retreat clients, for lifetime at no cost. And this is full 2-day trainings of amazing, up-to-date information that Francesca and myself bring together. In this way, you know, we also introduce each other to each other's communities. We get to do them in Brisbane, we get to do them in Melbourne, and by touching base with our clients, our relationships are deepening and strengthening, and people, you know, are referring more business to us and introducing us to more new people. Otherwise, yeah, the basic way is to just do a meetup, to catch up with people, you know, have coffee or whatever it is, go out for drinks, and you know, get in that place where you can sometimes be face to face with people. It does strengthen the relationship and fast tracks everything tenfold, versus only having this online interaction. Really, really, really important. Yes, it takes a bit more effort to do. You know, if your business is not event spaced, you know, how can you do it once every 2 months, you know, once a quarter, whatever that means for you? How can you create something that it's sort of part of what you do, but that you invite people, that it's something that you a value add to your clients? I have to say that, you know, I mean, Megan, I don't know if you're on a call still, but Megan came to our started coming to our masterclasses years ago, and she still comes to them, or she'll pop in and say hi if she can only do 1 day or whatever that is. But I know people have been coming for a long time. Some won't come at all. Some will come for the first 12 or 15 months that they're involved with you, and some will come for years, and that's okay. That's just normal, you know, the bell curve of how things happen. There you go, Megan. Megan, we've got July coming up. We've got Speak for Profit, you guys, and sometimes we also open up a few spots for people in the general public, and Speak for Profit is coming up on 23rd and 24th of July. We do it at the Skyways Hotel near the airport, so our interstate people can also fly in, and they have accommodation on site. So that's 2 full days, 9 till 5, Francesca Moy and myself doing Speak for Profit, which is an amazing masterclass. A whole lot of fun, and lots of laughs during that one. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I can send you some more details, because we're entering the 2-month period prior to it, which means a lot of logistics are going to start coming out. And I'll finish on that. It's really important that you are sequencing or automating emails with logistics to remind people to make sure that everything is coordinated and well organized in preparation for that event. Awesome. All right, Megan, I'll make sure that you are on that list. All right, you guys, so I have 5 more, but I can't stay any longer. I've got to go into my secret group, do my weekly Q&A there, and I will do the part 2 to this live next week, and reveal the last 5 ways you can be strengthening and deepening your relationship with your clients or wannabe clients. I'll talk to you soon. Have an amazing week ahead. Bye.